So, I was trying to think of a good game to record, and I just wanted a game that was very chill. It seemed like this was a good pick. But wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of easy. And not hard.
Who are you?
Your Trax.
No, I mean... the person in the Skype call with me.
I'm Shouty the Fool.
And I am a Golem. And we are recording tracks for the Game Boy, the HAL game.
Yeah, it's made by HAL Laboratory.
Just as a bit of trivia, Trax actually appears in a couple of Kirby games.
Yeah, he makes a cameo as an enemy called Moto Shotso in Kirby Superstar, and then he makes a cameo again as himself in Kirby Mass Attack with the first boss.
So this is like a, I guess you might call it a commando style shmup where you can scroll at your own will, and you can fire any way you like.
Yeah.
But unlike Commando, in the console ports of Commando in games like that, you would automatically fire in the direction that you face, or that you move.
That you move, yeah. You can move and change direction at the same time here.
Right. The A button will move your cannon clockwise. Yes, thank you. And the B button, if you hold it, just does auto-fire, which is super nice.
Do you think they could have used the select button to let you move your cannon counterclockwise?
I mean, possibly, but I don't know how feasible, like, I'm never gonna go over to the select button, I'm always just gonna,
Yeah, I guess. It is kind of down there next to the start button.
Ow, good God.
Welcome to our tea party.
Oh, was it already going or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't see in Skype that there was a call going. Oh,
Oh.
This is a
not a
private call.
commune call, right?
Right.
Oh man, I missed all the good parts.
We didn't do the intro. We just got done explaining the controls.
Yeah.
What are the controls again?
A to rotate clockwise and B to shoot.
What's with that helicopter that you just exploded? Okay, so it's clearly in the air. It's flying. But then it throws its blade at you. Does it not fall and crash itself?
No, because like it hovers for a little while because it's still got that upward velocity.
All right. I'm not going to argue with an engineering major.
I wasn't an engineering major. Don't badmouth me like that. Math majors don't do a lot of helicopter calculations.
Oh. But you know about upward velocity.
Yeah, you know, that's just one of my many talents. Also, I do work in aerospace, so...
Oh.
Is this commentary on the American dream and capitalism?
Isn't Trax?
Yeah, I thought that was what Trax was.
A representation of upward momentum?
Yeah. I mean, you're usually going up.
So I was wondering yourself, is, like, you've played Commando and other, like, I guess run-and-gun style shmups. What would you say is, like, the most distinct difference between them in this game?
Like, what makes Trax not a regular run-and-gun shmup?
Yeah.
What makes you like Trax?
Well, I like a lot of those kind of games, actually, so that's, like, the main reason I like Trax. I just like this style of game in general. But I guess Trax is really easy. That's different.
That is actually kind of unique for this genre.
Trax is environmentally, like, more linear and smooth in progression. Like, you only have a couple enemies on the screen at a time and you're always moving up. Whereas, like, in Commando, enemies spawn in constantly, like, endlessly. So it's more of a fight to make progress at all. And then in something like Shock Troopers, you get a lot of arena fights where the game stops for a little bit and becomes Smash TV for a while. Trax doesn't do that.
There's a lot of enemies you can just skip in Trax.
Yeah, it actually, altogether, has more of a regular scrolling shmup feel than, I would say, the average 8-way shooter does. Like those enemies you just killed there. I mean, they just keep going no matter what you do.
So why do you kill them?
Is
Golem's a homicidal maniac?
Does this game have score?
No, I don't think so.
That's kind of dumb, isn't it?
Well, I mean, at the end of the game, you can look at how many lives you have left, and that's kind of like a score. The number.
But you don't need to kill enemies to accumulate lives.
Well, score doesn't have to be about killing enemies. This is a game about staying alive, not killing. Look at you applying your preconceptions of murder.
Yeah, you're never gonna beat Dishonored like that.
Yeah, you'll never be Dishonored, trust me.
These little helicopters are so cute.
Everything is cute in this game. It's a game by HAL.
I don't think those cannonballs are really that cute.
I don't think Air Fortress is that cute.
Well, I think it's trying to be cute at least.
Fair enough.
So it's cutesy instead of cute.
Yeah, a childish way of being cute instead of just, I guess, artificially cute.
I guess if I had to describe this game's aesthetics, it would be like a Raiden cute 'em up.
Raiden cute 'em up?
Yeah, like if you took the generic military theme, but put it in a cute up style.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Man, they make you fight yourself so early on in the game. Or at least a bad AI version of yourself.
Well, he's so big, but his brain is the same size as regular. So, you know, he doesn't have enough brain power to control that whole body.
But aren't these actually man-powered?
No, I don't think
like,
so.
there are people in this game.
No, I
the
think
opening.
the tank's sentient. No, the tank's a person.
Doesn't the opening have someone going into the tank?
Yeah, his brain.
Well, does your
that
brain
he keeps on
go...
a shelf. I don't live in the same fantasy world as Trax, so my rules may not be the same. Except for helicopter rules. Those are the same.
I don't think I live in the same fantasy world as you. At least I hope not.
Wow, we're having a great time.
I feel like the get hit once and lose your weapon rule is kind of appropriate, given that, like, you have so much health, so it's good that there's some kind of punishment, right?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make getting hit do something. Frankly, I don't think you need the help to start with. I think you could lose your weapon and lose a life, and this would still be a very easy to beat game.
Is this one of those HAL games where there's a, like, secret hard mode?
I don't think so.
I think I even looked it up.
Looked up for an extra game.
Yeah, I think someone, what I read was that no one had found any secrets yet.
Oh.
Still looking.
Maybe we need that manual. Because no one scanned the manual.
I kind of am disappointed by the fact that you're not making an effort to choose your weapons. You're just taking every power-up that comes your way.
Yeah, I like that about this game. That, like, maybe that just speaks to its easiness, but I kind of like how my own mechanics can change that often, and instead of bugging me like it does in Super Star Soldier, it's just like I play differently for a while. And I mean, maybe there are strategically good weapons, but I don't think they make that big a difference. Wasn't it something like you found that the original shot is stronger because it goes faster, and so you can hit stuff more?
Yeah, triple shot actually blows. This is the worst one.
I think bomb shot's probably the best for the caves, because you'll have that persistent explosion.
Rocket's good too, because it goes through walls.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like this boss.
The famous boss that looks like you have to hit it in the core, but you don't actually.
Look at how breakable it is. Like, the tiles. Like, they're all moving at the same time.
It's kind of like those early PlayStation games, how the floor would never stay together.
Or those early games where all like I think incidentally there was like a commando game where all the pixels would move.
What?
Sounds
Yeah.
like a treat.
Like they weren't made of like they weren't sprites. They were just a bunch of pixels moving together. There was no real
Like one
tiling
huge
system.
bitmap that they updated on every screen update?
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it looked ugly. It looked like it was gonna fall apart.
I didn't remember that the triple shot was piercing.
Doesn't everything pierce regular enemies?
Oh, that might be it.
I mean, I guess bomb and rocket pierce everything, so it only leaves 2 other weapons.
Let's see.
What? Are they just blocking your way?
Yeah, I guess so I can't go back down.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what they're there for then.
It's almost like that time in Resident Evil 4 when that happens. You know, the big drill car that blocks your way back.
Is that before or after you have to jump off of the rail car and there's a QTE for it?
I don't remember the exact order of everything. It's somewhere in the castle. It's one of the things where you have to shoot the driver and that'll keep him from crashing into you.
Oh, I remember that! Yeah, okay. That's like... That's a pretty distinctive part.
It's too bad Trax doesn't have any parts where you have to shoot the drivers. I guess it's because this world doesn't have drivers.
Yeah, it does.
No, I think the tank is sentient.
And maybe no, but we've seen people in the opening. I'm pretty sure those motorcycles are.
Yeah, I
driven.
think those are brains.
Why do you keep calling them brains?
They have arms and legs.
Yeah, so does Krang.
Okay. I mean,
It's
so they
Krang.
could be like Krangs. Oh my god.
You were ambushed.
Yeah, luckily I got
See
some slowdown there. I forgot how insane these motorcycles are.
They're trying to do tricks.
They try to do tricks and weren't expecting Trax.
Yeah.
Jokes just write themselves. I like that there are lanes painted on the road. That's cool. That's a nice realistic detail.
Lanes on the roads are realistic. Gotcha.
There are even crosswalks. I mean,
Yeah.
in case any brains are crossing the street.
Brain crossing.
I would have said from that period that you look like you were having an easier time with the
Yeah,
back
the
shot than anything
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
back and forth shot. Now you screwed yourself over with the triple shot.
I do in general prefer the back and forth shot, because in segments like that you get crowded from both sides, and also I find it just easier not to have to think that much about aiming.
It precludes the need for a counterclockwise turning button.
Oh man, that's terrible. Oh, that's embarrassing.
I thought that there wasn't a counterclockwise button because the Game Boy uses like a clock to animate, so it can only go in the one direction.
It uses a clock to animate?
Yeah,
Oh, I can move
like
up.
the little pictures are on a clock, and that's how they turn around. That's
Right,
how
that's
it
what they
works,
had
right?
instead of mode 7.
Right, that was before.
Then how do you explain Dylan Cuthbert? How do you explain Miyamoto's son-in-law?
I don't know who Miyamoto's son-in-law is.
It's Dylan Cuthbert.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Now I know why he's the only Nintendo guy that isn't, you know, black.
Isn't black?
Miyamoto's daughter married Star Fox.
Yeah. FX chip guy.
I could really use some health. Oh,
You just blew up a caravan.
I like how it has an X like it's alcohol or something.
Why'd you only get one of them?
Wait, was there another health?
Because this
Yeah.
is challenging. Are you blind?
Maybe. Something gonna happen?
No, it's
Something
not,
must
because this
happen.
is not a boss.
I'm not so. I was supposed to touch the cannon.
You're supposed to go inside the cannon.
This is Dr. Wily's tank. Or maybe this is like a map of a Wily stage they never did. Because that's where the skulls were.
I always thought of pirates.
Pirates is Jolly Roger. With the crossbones go in the bones.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Pirates
right.
doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, you're saying pirates run this entire, like, military-industrial complex that you're fighting against?
Sure.
Doesn't ours?
That's confusing imagery. I guess it's commentary, I'll give you that.
Oh, right, I have to... Hey, there's a clock in the floor.
Yeah.
How does the clown fit in with, like, the tank and helicopter and robot cannonball boss?
And the dragon and the giant teetering robot.
Yeah. I mean, is it a robot clown or is it a human clown?
It's a brain clown.
I was pretty sure it was a robot.
I thought it was a human because, like, Trax is tiny, right? Isn't that the premise?
So, like...
Like, the teetering, pulling down robot is a normal-sized human.
It's, but... Then what is Trax even fighting for?
For everlasting
Saying-
peace.
Yeah, are you saying that small things,
Don't fight.
yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to have an equal society where they decide on their own?
I thought you hated small people.
What?
I have heard that he hates small people.
Alright, I totally forget how to fight this guy.
You do? You don't know the secret cheating tactic?
It's
No.
gonna take a really long time to figure out.
No, it won't.
Oh
it only
yeah,
took me
well,
it only took me like 5 days.
Oh, and he's dead.
yeah, that wasn't it.
I'm gonna look for the secret.
That doesn't seem very practical.
Oh, I guess you didn't need to.
I took a bunch of hits doing so, though.
You didn't. Taking hits is not a secret.
I feel like you could take every hit remaining and you would still win.
So is this guy making like dumplings?
Is that what the tanks are?
I mean, he was making them like dumplings. This is cool because the Trax use the different weapons you get. The Trax that are in his hands.
Yeah, you have to use their own tactics against them.
Or just avoid them.
But if he's making dumplings, that does like give us an idea of the size of the tanks, their dumpling size.
Uh-oh. This does not look good.
This is the easy part. What are you talking about? You got past the hard part.
I like how there's this wall in the middle. I feel like they could have made more use out of the terrain during the game. Well, they probably could have made more use out of a lot of stuff in the game, considering there's only...
40 levels.
Yeah.
It was that like a 10-minute let's play?
20 minutes. I was considering playing Shatterhand, but I realized I had no idea if I could depend on myself to beat it.
Why are you so desperate to play a counting game?
I just thought it'd be neat to relax a little.
Live a little.
Been taking a lot of notes on like Gunvolt and Fireman and stuff. Something more casual.
Why is the robot that's chasing you, not something else?
Because he's
What?
the funniest boss in the game?
I thought the clown was the funniest boss in the game.
There's nothing funny about a human clown who doesn't have a body.
I mean, it's hilarious.
Yeah, in your culture, but that's not the same as the culture of how
Clown.
Steve is.
Clown people. Clown culture.
So does Trax have like sweat glands?
Yeah, he's or maybe that's just shrapnel.
Oh, shrapnel. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me on this wonderful live commentary let's play of Trax.
Trax 1.
By yes, the first game in the very well known series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trax 2 is actually better known as Sparkster.
Traxter.